I don't know if Lucia's still live. I think she's probably signed off. Lucia, I want to tell you something. Guess what? I'm going to the very first time plaster of Paris. So don't feel bad. I've never used this. You guys are going to see whether it works or not for me. We may have a stream of interesting videos. Let me go ahead and get on the welcome you all in here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I loved Lucia's snowflake. You know, I like a good demonstration of what can happen that could be a fail. I know she didn't. I know she felt bad that it didn't work out, but we loved it, didn't we? We loved it because we can see what not to do. So, Lucia, you did a great job. You did a great job, and we love it. So, and I don't know if this doesn't work out for me, if this plaster of Paris doesn't work out for me, I might go out in the garden and dig some dirt. So, and your snowflake, the one that you did as a model, it was beautiful. I'm going to do it. I'm going to, yeah, and I think I might go. You can buy those bags and those red bags in packages of 10. I'm going to get some colored bags and try that. What a great idea. And didn't Janet do a wonderful video on the little micro journals? I'm gonna make some and hang them on my Charlie Brown tree, and I might have some matchboxes around here. I'll do that later tonight. Yes, Lucia's snowflake was beautiful. Let's welcome people coming in. Hi, Bootsy. Bootsy, do you live stream? Do you live stream? We might need to get Bootsy in on our live streams. Good morning. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Carla. Lucia's here. And Pen. Good morning, Pen, all the way from the UK. And Arlene. And Carla in Jersey. And Aunt Beck. I can't wait to see Aunt Beck's. You guys, you gotta watch Aunt Beck's. She showed us in our little stream group what she's done, and it is darling. I can't wait for you guys to see them. I think she also put a thumbnail up too, so on her channel. Hi, Jean and Angie and Mina. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning. And Arlene. All right. Well, let's light my candle just for the fun of it. I love a holiday candle, and since I'm in a little early, I love a holiday candle. I love to light these at the beginning of my stream and blow them out at the end. And did you see I put the star doily down here? Now what I'm going to make is a Charlie Brown tree, and I might have to roll my sleeves up for this. And I'm going to kind of do this in parts. And the first part will be fairly easy, I think. I'm going to have to remove my doily. I cleared my desk off, kind of. Put all these little paint brushes off of my desk. I'm just going to set them. Set them over here. And yeah, I'm going to need room on my desk for this. And I might have to eventually move my candle. So what I have going here are, we had a big old windstorm earlier this fall, about the 1st of October. Yeah, around the 1st of October. It blew a lot of our branches down. I'm going to have to move this candle. And this is what I have. This is what I have. I'm going to make a Charlie Brown tree, and it might even be, it's a little, because it wants to catch on everything. So I might do this in parts. Let's do the smaller one first. And I'm going to paint my branches white. I could just do one branch, do the smaller one, but no, Meri wants to do both of them. So we'll see what goes here. And all I'm going to do is take, and I accidentally bought some gloss white, and I don't like gloss paint in my art journals. So I am going to use it on this tree, and I'm just going to sit here and paint it. And hopefully I can follow chat while I'm doing this. Maybe. Okay. So let me put my plaster down here. We're going to do the plaster toward the end of this stream because I want my branches painted first. And I want them kind of white. I want to get out some towels here. Hold on. Because I know it's going to get messy. All right. And my drop paper is just brown craft paper. So if it gets messy, and I'll probably just squeeze this out on the, oh my goodness, I don't even know if it's going to squeeze out of the bottle. Let's shake her up good. I haven't used this paint. Well, that's probably why it's not squeezing out. Don't have the cap off of it. They put this little sealer in it. Oh, let's get that out. Yeah. Ew. Wipe my scissors off. So I want to paint my tree white. And I'm just going to pour it out here on the table. Some paint. And we're going to paint this. And we don't have our Christmas tree up yet. We don't have our Christmas tree up yet. So I thought I would do a Charlie Brown tree. And this actually came off of a branch out of our yard. I was looking at Christmas trees in Hobby Lobby. Oh my goodness, you guys. They run all the way from $5 for a little tiny branch, a little piece of evergreen, plastic evergreen, to $15 or $20 for a tree. And I thought, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. So I'm just going to, in front of you, you know, it might be good just to use this one, but it's a little dinky. But Charlie Brown trees are kind of dinky, aren't they? But I want more than one. That bigger one is awfully unwieldy. Yeah. You guys might have to yell at me about the time because you know how I get going here. I came on a little early, but I go from 7:10 till 7:40, I believe. I want more paint. It'd help, Meri, if you take the cap off the paint. And you can spray this too, but I figured it'd be easier to do it with the brush. And I'm just brushing the paint on here. Just kind of like, doesn't this take you back? Well, I actually never made a Charlie Brown tree, but this is, I don't want to say it's a children's craft because it's not. I mean, I think kids would enjoy this, but it's not a COPPA video. This is an adult video. You need adult supervision or you will spill the paint all over everything. But it's for the young at heart. Let's put it that way. I'll probably get demonetized. I don't know. If I do, I do. This is a Charlie Brown tree. And I'm going to decorate it. And I think some of the things that are happening in the live stream, like Janet's little video, and I don't think I can put Lucia's huge big snowflake on here, but I can put white paper snowflakes on here. And if you watched my stream yesterday, you'll see I got an angel and some gold beads at the thrift store. Yep, we're going to do a Charlie Brown tree this year. Better than having to go up in the upstairs and pull down the artificial tree. All right. Let me paint the very top of this. Up here, you guys probably can't see what I'm doing. And I think I'll get the heat gun out and dry this a little so I can set it on the floor without getting paint on the floor. So, go for a walk and look for tree branches that will make a nice little tree. You don't have to make, mine is probably about 3 feet high, even this smaller piece. And I did pull some dried black-eyed Susans that'll kind of give it a natural look. I might have to touch this up afterwards, but I just want to kind of dry this paint on here. And this is the smaller of the branches. I'm not seeing chat because, there we go. Charlie Brown. Yeah. Okay, I think that's dry enough. There's some places that I didn't get painted on here. Maybe I'll just put a swish on here and a swish over here. Just it doesn't have to be perfect because I can touch this up once I get it. Put in the mold. And the mold is the part that might be the fail for me. And bless Lucia's heart for getting up at 4:30 in the morning and making snowflakes on a cold December morning. Now, let's get the other one out. Whatever did I do with the other one? I set it. How can I lose a tree branch? Where did I do? Oh, it's underneath of this one. I'm going to have to pull this one out again. This other one is really kind of big and wieldy, but I like him and he'll add bulk, but I might have to do him in parts here. Paint my heat gun. Yeah, let's do him here. Let me roll up my sleeves again. And this is just craft paint that I'm kind of putting it, brushing it on there. Now I'll have to clean that lid off before I put it away. And let's just start painting this one. I like to paint it because I feel like it brings out the shape of the branch, or that's my reasoning for painting it. I can't say as if I've really done a lot of nature art like this, but I might start. And I was watching videos this morning because, believe me, this morning I started watching plaster Paris videos to see how has other people been using this. And really there's some interesting art videos. If you go on YouTube and look at, just search for plaster Paris arts and crafts, they use it. Reconnecting. Next. Am I live? Am I live? There you all are. See, things happen. Things happen. I bumped this camera. Let me get it going here. I bumped it with that tree branch. You're seeing the palm of my hand while I hook it on Things happen in these streams. These are live streams. I'm going to paint out the top of my table here just to get rid of my paint. But you saw what I was doing. All I was doing was painting that tree branch white. So now what I want to do, and this might be my fail. Let's get this painted white up here. We are going to do the other thing. Let's see what's going on here. How much time? I've got a few more minutes. So what I have, I want to make this into the base. And this is a Blue Bunny ice cream container. So I might eventually put this lid on the bottom just to stabilize it. But we're not going to do that right now. What I gathered from watching the videos this morning was all you need is plaster of Paris, something to stir with, and I'm just going to use this paintbrush, the wooden part, the wooden handle. And they say 1 part of water to 2 parts of plaster of Paris. Now I've got about 3 cups of water here, and I'm going to put 2 cups in this container. And this is going to be the base. So let me pour it in. And I want this pretty thick. Maybe just a little bit more. I want this pretty thick. And I might need to make all 3 cups, but I'm going to, if I do it, I'll mix it in. My paint's still wet over there on the table. So I'm kind of messy this morning myself. But if you like to do art, I think they use this plaster. Now they say to mix in some glue. If you don't mix in some glue, it can crack on you if you're using it to mold stuff with. But most people now, I think, use resin to mold. But this is a fun thing to try. I noticed Pink Poodle was, if you look for Plaster Paris on her channel, she has played around with this. I'm going to get some glue out here too. I'm going to mix some Elmer's glue. All right. And I'm going to pour this in my little container here, which it's got walnut ink, but this is going to be, my base is going to be painted anyway. So I'm going to do this a little at a time. And they say to sprinkle it in. And I guess you're supposed to wear a mask and gloves and all of that. Some people, they say do it. Don't do as I do, do as I say. And they tell you to do it as a precaution, and then they don't do it. So they just sprinkle this in. And I want mine pretty thick. I don't want a spreadable. I want it to dry thick because I'm going to put those, I'm going to plant my sticks in here. And I might put more plaster of Paris than water. Well, that was a big lump. One video was quite interesting because he showed the difference between putting the water in the plaster of Paris and the plaster of Paris in the water. I think I'll just sprinkle it in this way. Seems to work just as well. Except I don't know how much I'm getting in there. But I want it thick. So I'm just going to make it thick. And I might put that other cup of water in it. Let's put some glue in there. And I'm going to let this set all afternoon and into tonight. I'm just going to squeeze some of this Elmer's glue in there. And I think I'm going to put more plaster Paris. I should probably start stirring it here pretty soon. And it says it gets hot. It heats. It's a heat process. Let's stir it a little and see what's happening here. And they say it sets up fast. This is still pretty watery. But I had 2 cups of water in there, so, and it's going to be speckled in there. My container was not completely clean, but I don't care because I'm going to paint the base. What's in there is probably plant material. I was using it in the garden to gather flowers, hollyhock seeds, and stuff like that. Put that in the... Now it's still pretty juicy. I might get a nice... I'm just going to keep going. I got plenty of plaster here. I've never done this before, so this might be a disaster. I might have to make a flour and water base. I want it really, really thick because I want to plant those trees in there. And I'm just going to kind of stir this up. They say it sets up fast, but you know, it sets up fast in a mold. This is 3 or 4 inches thick, so it probably take all afternoon to set up. It's getting thicker. Let's just keep putting her in there. What time is it? 7:25. Oh, y'all with me? This might be a disaster too, Lucia. Lucia can, oh look, it's getting thick. Lucia can go, it's gonna fail on her, I just know it. I'd be right there with you, shaking your hand, Lucia. It is getting thick, and that's exactly what I want. It's getting clumpy in there. You're with me? Yay! And I'm sure that some of you have made plaster. You know, we used to buy those kitchen plaques with the pretty lady. Those were made out of plaster. I'm just going to keep putting plaster Paris in here because I really want it thick. I want it like almost like a dough because I want it to hold those sticks up, and I'll probably have to tape those sticks to the, once I get the sticks put in there, I'll probably have to tape them to the base to keep them standing, but they might be leaning. But if my tree leans, see, I want them to stand like that. Oh, look, my brush is standing. So it's getting there. And it's a little clumpy, and I don't care about the clumps because, you know, this is a tree stand. This is supposed to be dirt. So if it's dirty and clumpy, it's exactly what it should be. But look, see I'll probably have to tape it as I'm going to put more in here. Now they say this plaster is cheap, but I think where I got it was a little more expensive because one video I saw showed a big bucket of this for $10, and I paid $10 for this box of it. So now it's getting clumpy. This is what I want. This is what I want. Because, see, I want my, yeah. This is it getting there. And I'm going to put my sticks in there, but my camera is right above this. So I might have to move it to the side because my sticks are standing up. I might just have to kind of put them there and then sign off or move it to the side. I think that might be enough. We might put a little bit more glue in here. Let's just stir this up. Let's give it a beat in here. Cookie dough. And I don't care if it's rough, because I'm not going for a beautiful plaster decoration. I'm going for and I'm going to leave it in the container. The container is going to be the base, and I'll decorate up the container. This is just to hold the branches in. All right, let's put a little bit more of this glue. In fact, there. because they say if you add glue, it'll help it not to crack as bad. That's sticking pretty good for the, we'll see how the branches go. Yeah, let's wipe off my brush now. Now the tricky part might be getting the branches in there because my camera's right above. So I'm going to move this over to the side here. And I think it might work. It's going to be off your view a little. But I want to put this is the larger of the branches. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to tape them. I think I'm going to have to maybe just hold them. This is the smaller. I want the smaller one to come in here like this. Like that. Now, what I'm thinking, uh-oh, I'm bumping my camera. I'm just going to let it go to the side for a minute while I put my tape around this, masking tape around the base. And if it leans a little, that's exactly okay. Yeah, these branches hold on to everything. It's holding on to my light over here, just like the string. And you're going to see some camera wiggling. Maybe if I move it this way. See, it's not too bad, to tell you the truth. I need another hand. I need another hand. I wish you guys were here to help me. I'm going to let it slide over until I get my tape torn off. I have to tear off some tape first, I guess. My brother's up. I guess I could have him come in and help me, but I have to explain it all to him. What are you doing? All right, I got my tape torn off. Let's try this again. Yeah, it's hardening up pretty fast. Let's turn it this way. I think if I can just get it taped on here and get it to stay. You know, I could have poked a hole in the lid. I could have poked a hole in the lid. That might have been a good idea. Where's the lid? Well, it's not going to be a good idea now because I can't find the lid. I want to see if I can't just kind of balance this. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm only working with one hand. This is Charlie Brown tree for sure. Now another one, maybe coming around. Well, since I got two pieces together, I'll use two pieces. And then I'll take this tape off after this all dries. I just need it to balance in there. Maybe I'll just sit here and hold it for the rest of the stream. Yeah. Let's see. If I just had something to keep it from, maybe my light. Let's get my glue over on this side. Put my lamp, working with my left hand here. So this is a thing you might want to plan for, is how to get this to stand up while it's drying in there. It's really drying pretty fast. Just hold on to this for me while it's drying. I would be happy. There. Don't move. Don't move. Now I have my hands free. My heat gun is wrapped around the base of it there. Let's see if I can't just kind of balance it a little bit more in here. This is exactly how I want it though. And then I'll take all this tape off. Yeah, I'm going to leave it just like that. Let's put my candle back here. My heat gun goes over there. Let's put the lid back on my glue and clean off my sloppy paint, my sloppy glossy paint bottle. Yeah. Get that cleaned off. I'll wash my hands after the stream. And my brush is pretty clean. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Let me come out and chat. Let's see what time it is. How much time do I have here? Let me turn on my tablet went dark on me. There I am. I'm way back on someplace. Don't sneeze. Nobody breathe. I love it. Well, I've got 5 minutes. I've got 5 minutes. I did it. I got exactly. Now I need to paint. I'll wait till this base dries. It is setting up pretty fast. This is what I use, plaster of Paris, DAP plaster of Paris. And all you need to do is mix it 2 parts of plaster of Paris to 1 part of water. But if you want it thicker, I would put in 4 parts of plaster of Paris because I wanted it thick because I want to make a tree stand out of this. So, but to make it a moldable, use 2 parts of plaster of Paris to 1 part of cold water, and then you just stir it like I did. And I probably have maybe about 1/3 of this left. I might try making some silicone molds with this, or some pieces. I got some silicone molds. I might make some little embellishments, but not tonight, not today, not with this stream. So thank you everybody for watching me. And thank you for coming back after I bumped the camera with my big old branch here. And what I'll have to do when I decorate this tree, I'll probably make the decorations on my table tonight. And when I decorate the tree, I'll show it to you, but I'll probably have to decorate the tree maybe Sunday night. I'll make all the decorations tonight and I'll decorate the tree. I'll show you what I'm going to put on it. But I'll have to change my camera angle because this tree is taller than my camera. So thank you all. Let's go back to my schedule here. It is Aunt Beck is on next. Hop on over to Aunt Beck. That's where, right here, AuntBecs Creations. The link is in the description box below. Have a really fun rest of the hop. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen here. Some fails, but you know what? It's fun to see the fails. It's fun, just like seeing me struggle with this tree, because you can see what can happen and when you get to doing your own project and go, oh yeah, Meri had a hard time getting her tree to stand up. She needed 4 hands. So I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great hop, and I will see you later tonight. Bye, everybody.